Right then, season 3 ready to go. It's all or nothing, Chelsea edition. Can we get that Champions League trophy we've been waiting for? Let's find out. Yes, welcome back to our Chelsea rebuild, boys and girls. Today it is season 3, game 1. No, nothing has happened since the last video. Our transfers are all done and dusted. I hope this is the team that's going to start the season. We're going to go Neuer in goal, Chilwell, Konate, Fofana and Reece James. Tchouameni, Enzo Fernandez and Jamal Musiala making his return to the bridge. He never played for the senior team, but this is his chance. Kvaratskhelia and Havertz in behind. Big Deuce. I'm ready. Are you ready? Game 1, Everton. He'll get there, don't you worry. He'll get there. Musiala's getting the 11 shirt. Here we go. This is it. Big season. We have to win the Champions League this year. Partly because if we don't, then next year we've got to pay another 50 million to Juventus for Vlahovic, with the way I've structured that deal. I mean, I've got a feeling that he's only going to play 11 league games for us next season if we don't get that Champions League trophy. I mean, it depends, to be fair. I don't think, even if we don't win the Champions League, I don't really know what I can do with this team other than the team that I've got to get any better. I mean, Neuer will be a year older, so maybe we just go and spend whatever transfer budget we get next year on a keeper. Musiala, he's at the post. What an introduction that would be back into English football. Like I said, he's back home. He's a Chelsea boy. I know he declared for the German national team now, and he's played caps for them, so there's no way he's ever going to wear an England shirt. But we can dream. He's going to wear a Chelsea shirt for this season. The issue is, I think, he's offside there, but he's tucked it away, just showing how lethal he is in front of goal. But yeah, the issue is, this Chelsea team is going to be seriously overpowered, and I don't know how we go about dethroning them once we do need to move on. That's why I'm thinking maybe it might be, I mean, he's on my heart off, but maybe we do go abroad. Maybe we look to rebuild another fallen giant, whoever that may be. We've got a whole season. I mean, I was right when I said last time the Euros happened, so this would have been when a bit of a manager move around, we could have got something. But I'm confident that next season there'll be jobs available for us, big jobs ready that need a bit of Potsy magic. And hopefully we've given Chelsea enough Potsy magic. I mean, God knows Potsy magic is bloody expensive. We spent an absolute fortune on this team. Reece James, Kai Havertz, Kvaratskhelia has been brought down. Surely it's a pen. I mean, Patterson's running away. If he's already on a booking, that's got to be another one. It was... I'm not saying it would be given as GBH, but he'd certainly go to a trial if it was that bad. Kvaratskhelia, bit of a weird penalty taker, but he manages to squeeze it in the left hand, or Pickford's left hand post, and gets our season in the league up and running. Special K, Kvaradona, that's what we're talking about. Keeper gets 2 hands to it. Probably should palm that away, to be fair, but we're not complaining. Everton now look to try and get back into this game, but Reece James has pinched the ball. Kai Havertz in a slightly different role to what he's used to. It's not really, he's just been asked to play about 6 inches to the right hand side. Chilwell with the corner. Kvaratskhelia is looking to recycle. He gets tackled, but Chilwell finds him again, and something's happened. Kvaratskhelia is offside. Well, what a pointless highlight that was. Looking at the match momentum, it has been all gold. Yeah, we're in gold today because we're away at Everton. Manuel Neuer now with a goal kick. I mean, I'll be honest, Neuer did look a little bit sus at times in that Community Shield. There was a goal that got disallowed, which I thought he should have done better with, but didn't really care because it got disallowed, and I thought he should have probably saved the goal that we conceded. But we're going to stick with him. We're going to hope that what we've got in front of him is good enough that he doesn't have to face too much scrutiny. Patrick Bamford now. Oh, Dwight McNeil, here's a chance for Neuer. There we go. See? Don't know why I was even worried. Patrick Bamford again. That's an odd signing. But, hey, who am I to moan? I'm not the Everton manager. Kvaratskhelia is in here. He goes for the dink. He's hit the bar. He should have tucked that away. Oh, well, I mean, we hope we don't live to regret some of these missed chances. Tchouaméni, I mean, I don't know what's that. Has he been shot? Something's happened to him. 60%. I've not got any messages saying he's taken a knock or anything. I don't think so, at least. Has anyone seen anything come up in the advice bit to say that Tchouaméni's been shot? Do we still haven't? We don't have an advice bit. That might be why. We'll have to monitor that situation then. I'm not going to take a risk with him. Like I said, it's about the Champions League this year. Let's get Vermeeren on. Deep lying playmaker. That's what he wants to play. He's already made up his mind that he doesn't believe me. Oh, he's a 5-star deep line playmaker as well. Oh, he's going Metsala. No, he's not. He's going Metsala on attack. Get yourself further forward, lad. What else can we look at? Nothing for now. Who's on the bench? Where Mason Mount is on the bench. Maybe Enzo Fernandez. Not having the best of games. Take a breather. Come on, Mace. Show what you can do. You won us the league last year with a spectacular hat-trick. Just one will do against Everton. Reece James swings it in. Musiala gets up. No, it was Konate. It's Konate. He was hiding behind Musiala. He jumped higher because he's taller. And he headed it over. Kai Havertz looking a bit knackered. Now what do we do? I think Modric or Zielinski. Let's have a bit of that. Let's have a bit of that. Yes. See, this is why. A bit of fluidity now. We've got options all over the pitch. I mean, I've done a little, before we even signed Musiala, I made like a rotated side. And it was good. I mean, other than, no, I've loaned out the keeper that I was going to use. So, Neuer's going to have to play a lot of this season. But, yeah, I mean, depth-wise, we are absolutely stacked. I'll show you what I mean. Only a 1-0, but the stats, we deserve so much more than that. I think once this team click with this new formation, get used to having a striker up top again, we are going to score bag loads. Absolute bag. So this would be what probably be my full strength side. Arguably, Gavi comes in there. Maybe Gavi comes in there and we do something with the player roles. And then I've got my rotated side. Like I said, Slanina's left the club now. But that's a good team, right? That is a good team. I am more than happy with the options we've got now. And yeah, I think we just go absolute all in for the Champions League. I said it, I don't think we do it. We have to. We just have to win it this year. I'm not settling for anything less from the boys. I've offered them the maximum bonus to win the Champions League. There's players that have got clauses in their contract about winning the Champions League. It's written in the stars. Speaking of this Champions League, once we find out who our fixtures are, I'll let you know. But between now and then, I'm going to go away, play a few games. When we get that first fixture, that's when you'll see us again for that first game, and you'll see how we're doing. But I think it'll be pretty good. Well, it feels like forever ago, but we are finally here. Champions League opening game. We have got RB Leipzig. We've also got Atletico Madrid, Karabag, Lazio, PSG, Borussia Dortmund. Is that it? That's it. I feel like I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Club Brugge and Milan. There you go. I was missing 2. So straight off the bat, RB Leipzig, they were in pot 1. I'm guessing we were in pot 1. So I don't know what pots. I mean, they were in pot 1 anyway. But if you're just going to look at Premier League, as you can see, we've been pretty much flawless. I mean, the tactic, I think it's taken a bit of time for the team to bed in. A couple of close games, the 2-0, one of them was in the last, 90 plus 2. Crystal Palace. But what this doesn't show is some of the stats. And I think if you look at our data hub, which I just went into a minute ago, just to look, XG, do you know what I mean? We're almost 2 underneath, so you'd actually, you've got to say, we've not taken the chances as we should. Attacking efficiency, you can see shots per game massively up there, low conversion rate. So we need, once the tactic beds in, I think we'll be further over into this corner where we want to be. And defensive efficiency, similar story. In terms of shots faced per game, by far the best. But it just so happens they've got a slightly better conversion rate than when they play Newcastle. But it's early days in the season. In terms of who's got the goals, Big Deuce, 5 and 7. Kvaratskhelia got a couple, Musiala's got a couple, Kai Havertz has got 1 and a couple of assists. Maybe he's struggling a bit in the new system, maybe not being that focal point, but he's getting involved, he's getting himself in good positions, he's getting involved in the moves that leads to goals. So we're not overly concerned. But that's all league stuff. We're not here for league. This is what we're here for, Champions League, and this is a team we're going to go with. Manuel Neuer in goal. It's the familiar back four from last season, simply because Kim had a little bit of a moan that he doesn't feel he's got enough game time. Started 5 games, don't know what he's talking about. A midfield three of Tchouameni, Gavi and Musiala, and a front three of Kvaratskhelia and Havertz. In behind, Big Deuce, Deuce and Vlahovic. Like I said, the tactic's been threatening. There's been a couple of kind of false dawns. You saw the Everton game, which was just a 1-0. Even though it was comfortable, it was still only a 1-0. You kind of always worry you might concede. And then the Wolves game, 3-0, comfortable. Goals for Vlahovic. Havertz got 1. I think Tchouameni got a banger. And you think, is this time it's going to click? But then we struggled against Crystal Palace. Scraped to a 1-0. Fulham game was up next. Almost scraped to 1-0, but like I said, last minute Musiala goal made it 2. Then we kind of battered Southampton 4-1. We were 3-0 up cruising when we conceded, and then got a late goal just to seal it again. And the Tottenham game, we were 2-0 up as Kai Havertz nuts one in. Just when I said he was struggling, makes me out to be a liar. Gets us off and running in the Champions League. Yeah, the Tottenham game, we were cruising at 2-0. Harry Kane scored a good finish, but the match momentum, it was just pretty much all blue. It was we had an XG of over 3 and we only got 2 goals. So yeah, I'm not worried. I think if we weren't creating the chances and we weren't looking threatening, I'd be worried, but we are. We've been dominating games. Okay, if we don't start putting them to bed, we'll probably slip up here and there. But as long as we save them slip-ups for the league, who gives a monkeys, right? Here goes Tchouameni, but he gets caught. And Nkunku looks for Novia, but Kim chests it down, calm as you like. Kai Havertz has found Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia finds Vlahovic, and if he stayed on side, he's made it 2. Champions League debut. Doesn't look like they're looking for it. He obviously kept him on side. Clinical as you like. Probably the advantages of having a striker in the team, although Kai Havertz was getting in them kind of positions. He was level with Kvaratskhelia when the ball was played. But again, Kai Havertz contributing, not getting the assist, but he was involved heavily. So comfortable again, 2-0 half time. Okay, they've had 6 shots. It's a Champions League game. They're a good team. They're not going to turn up and just get rolled over. What was up with Gavi, by the way? No, he's alright. He can stay on there and he can do a bit. And yeah, it's just a case, I get the impression from what I've seen so far, at some point these boys are going to get used to playing with a big man up top. Oh, keeper. Well, I mean, just like that. It has made a difference, I'll be honest, in the pressing. Like I thought from last season, there's times where teams were just too comfortable playing it around at the back because we didn't have an actual striker up there pressing. Now we've got Vlahovic, we're playing him as a pressing forward. So I'd be worried if he wasn't pressing. as Kvaratskhelia gets himself in, and it's a good save from, I think, Galatsky. He's normally the keeper. I didn't pay attention. I saw that most of the team for RB Leipzig is pretty as is, apart from Emerson Royale. Didn't see who their goalie is. I'll click on him. It's Safonov. Never heard of him. But he made a good save to deny Kvaratskhelia. And now they look to build Slobozlai, Guardiola. There was times when I did wonder, when we thought we might be losing Chilwell, if there was a way we could stump up the funds to get Guardiola. Musiala, Vlahovic is in. Vlahovic scores. That's what he does. Big deuce. He's feeling deucey on his left foot. He doesn't miss. Back-to-back braces for him now. Feels like he's finding himself. Musiala with the ball over the top. The two big money signings combine, and it's 3-0 to our boys. We've got a kick-off highlight. RB Leipzig, Willi Orban, Haidara, Emerson Royale, Navoa. Kim with all the composure in the world to actually swivel and boot it clear. But it didn't get all the way up. But we managed to spring. Vlahovic is in. And Vlahovic seals his hat-trick. What a Champions League debut. Standing at the corner flag. Loving life. The absolute stones on the fella. Look at that from Gavi from deep. What a ball. One touch. Bang. 4-0. That is free for Vlahovic. I mean, maybe this is the game it clicks. I've been saying it every time we get more than a goal, to be fair. But we've done more than enough in this game. Gavi, you've earned your rest, mate. Mason Mount coming for you. Chouameni, let's go Vermeeren. Let's get Kalimuendu on. Try and get him firing. Yeah, Musiala, you can have a break as well. What else do we do? Who else do we rest? I'm going to go deep line playmaker for him. He can go Metzala. Kai Havertz can get a rest. Maduake can get a run out on the right. Have we got another change? 1, 2. We haven't got another change. Sorry, Reece James, but you're going to have to play 90. 15 minutes to go. 10 shots on target. 11 now. 4 of them have gone in. We're outperforming our XG for once. I'm happy. I'm more than happy with this. This is what we're talking about. If we can push, it's only one game in the Champions League. I know that. I know there's going to be tougher tasks ahead. RB Leipzig are no mugs. As Timo Werner looks to try and get one over on the boys that let him go. I never sold you, mate. Don't do it to me. I would have kept you. I wouldn't have kept him. Obviously for Fana, Mason Mount, for Vermeeren. Just playing the ball around, comfortable as you like. Trying to see this game out. 20 seconds left. RB Leipzig can't lay a glove on us at the moment. For Reece James, look at that. Maduake, he's going to try and take his chance. No, he's not. He's going to play it back. And the referee is going to blow the whistle. In control. Happy as you like. 4-0. What a start to the Champions League campaign. That's the big one. That's why we bought Vlahovic. To be the difference. To be death by goals. And that is what he's providing. 3 goals in 1 Champions League game. 8-8 for us now. From the big Serb. Yeah. Happy days. Man City up in next in the league. Ooh, followed by Arsenal. That's going to be a toughie. But what I think we'll do, the Carabao game throws a bit of a spanner in the works. So I'll probably play these couple off camera and we'll come back in the next episode for Arsenal at home and then Atletico in the Champions League. Yes, Champions League is the one we want. I hope you enjoyed the start to our crusade and the start of our journey in Season 3. If you did, please be a dime. Please be a dime. Please be a doll. Please be a legend. Be whatever you can be. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. Let me know where you think we're going to go in terms of this Champions League run. I hope we're going to go all the way, and I hope that you're going to be with us every step of that journey.